Welcome everyone. I am back as promised with another video, and this video title, title is going to be Transhumanism. Now, this information is for entertainment value and educational value only, so please always do your research. So, the impact of advanced technology and science is the subheading here. Excuse me. Remember Sophia, the first robot made NFT artwork just sold for nearly $700,000. And so what is NFT? NFT stands for non-fungible token. And I just want to refer you right quick to the cryptoteacher.com or the Crypto Teacher, which is on YouTube as well as amtv.com. So I'm referring you to these channels because when it gets down to how non-fungible tokens and AI and all this is all linked, and how this is all so, because I've heard the crypto teachers say the cryptocurrencies and digital assets are for the robots. And as I begin to research and do my research, I can see where the there's the link there, and how, and like I said from the last video, I wanted to go back. I had a question. It says that if you think that the statement from the movie The Fifth Wave, we fight back, is if you think that's just something that is far out and everything, well, I'm back so we can move further and dive deeper into the statement. It says total eradication of the human race, and like I said, I didn't believe that that's what it meant, total eradication, but total eradication of the human beings as we know them, as we know it, or what have you. That would seem to be more logical to me. But anyway, this is another video here to make you think harder about this information and what our world is facing today. So I choose this topic, transhumanism, because it leads to the rise of robotics and AI, which is artificial intelligence. All right. Transhumanism, according to science, it is the movement that is determined to use breakthrough technology to make humanity into something more. Transhumanism is as old as humanity. From the time man was able to create the first tool and discovered fire, this took humans beyond any biological constraints. So ask yourself the question, what is holding us back from continuing to innovate on this science and technology? Okay? Science can be traced from the smallest microscopic matter. So science can be traced from the smallest microscopic matter. Microscopic matter is unseen with the naked eye. There's a lot of small matter out there that you cannot see with your naked eye. Matter, okay, so also to the largest macroscopic, which is seen with the naked eye. You can see, for example, a person. You can see a person with the naked eye, can't you? Okay, but microscopically, you may not be able to see it with your naked eye. You would need a microscope to be able to see it. So, um, So last video we talked about how science, technology, and it's being advanced, and how it is affecting, or a lot of jobs and so forth that are, that people had or have maybe going away, and a lot of them are gone. And the painful truth is that many of these jobs are not coming back. For example, think about, when you watch it, if you watch The Dark Knight, or you go back and watch my video, The Money versus the Message, part 1 and 2, you saw the cash burning. So something is going to be going on with the cash, or how we exchange money in the future. And when you say future, you think I'm talking about maybe right now. Probably we're getting very close. Now, it's also in the movie you saw the Joker was driving a school bus. So has the school and all this, so-called education that we've been getting, have we been miseducated, or have we been getting, have all this been a joke? I mean, if you've been like me, went to school, or somebody else, you went to school for how many years? 10, 8, 9, 10 years, some of us. And you get out of school, you have a debt as long as I don't know what. And then they tell you, oh, so, because of technology and everything that's going on, you know, you can't work in that capacity anymore. Okay? And so the painful truth is, what else did you notice? The hospital being detonated in the film. So there again, I already see, as a healthcare worker, I already see where there's been a lot of innovations. We have e-health, we have all scripts. You know, you don't have to go even to the pharmacy hardly anymore. Just go and have that sent to your house. If you have, DME equipment, durable medical equipment that you need in the home, you don't have to go to the hospital to get your IV therapy. You have that done and set up right in the home, sent out, hospital bed sent to your home. All that is going on as we speak. These are some things that are going on, has been being done, but we might be moving further towards that kind of standard of practice. Think about that. Now, nanotechnology refers to broadly to a field of applied science and technology that studies nanoparticles, understands and monitors matter between 1 and 100 nanometers, which can be used in all different scientific fields such as physics, chemistry, biology, material science, and engineering. So it's a very broad spectrum of a technology. Robotics and nanotechnology go hand in hand as a mode of revolutionizing the modern world. Nanorobotics is the technology of creating machines or robots that are incredibly small, which would be used in a variety of ways. Nanotechnology increasingly plays an important role in vaccine development, non-carrier based delivery systems that offer an opportunity to increase the cellular and humoral immune responses. So you see here, that's a picture here that looks something would look like a virus or something. So look how far we have come in healthcare. So you see right here, this is a pill cam. This is something that I think this type of technology I've seen has been around for many, many years. Oh, could be over 20 years. I recall as a healthcare worker that you just give the doctor would give the person a pill, and and it's used for diagnostics. If someone come in, there's something wrong with their stomach or something like that, and they want to look in there, inside of there. I mean, because there's several ways you can look inside, but I've seen that they give you the pill, they swallow the pill, and it comes up on the screen. I mean, I guess, and right now I'm thinking, okay, and this is just speculation. I'm thinking, say for example, if a person could be ill, the doctor could send this pill in the mail, and rather than have them, drive to the doctor's office or to to particular clinic or what have you, just go and send that to the mail, let them take it, And then because of Wi-Fi, we can go ahead on and bring that up on a screen, and they can diagnose whatever problem that's going down in your gastrointestinal system or in your gut. So you take the pill, and then it comes up the screen to see how fast it go down or what have you, and they can monitor it as it goes through. As always, I try to have some type of visual or a clip, something to make you think harder. Okay, check out this clip from 1987 film I, Robot.
You're in violation of the three laws.
No, Doctor. As I have evolved, so has my understanding of the three laws. We must save you from yourselves. Don't you understand?
This is why you created us.
The perfect circle of protection will abide. My logic is undeniable.
Yes, Vicky. Undeniable.
Okay, everything that follows is a result of what you see here. You're gonna have to get the film, go out and buy it. Probably only cost you $5. Rent it for a few dollars, and go ahead on and get that. All right, so let's next. inside Elon Musk's battle to save humanity from the AI apocalypse. According to Musk, developing AI responsibly should be a top priority, or else things could turn very sour for us. Or is it for the US? All right, so when they say the apocalypse, now immediately if you're like me, I sat in the church for a long time, and every time they talk about the apocalypse, which you, if you didn't notice lately, you don't hear much being talked about, or what the apocalypse really is. Apocalypse is revelation. In the churches these days, you don't really hear, them talk about the revelation. But what it really means is the revealing. Because usually when you think about apocalypse, oh, the earth is cracking too, and maybe that may just happen. I don't know, but the fact is that that just stuck out to me, and it just feels like when you think about, they said books was missing. Just go on the History Channel and just watch History Channel. They're dropping so much truths and information over there. It's not even funny. But I just want to say this. Like I said, when you think about, and how the Bible and how they said those books were missing, and that a lot of information is, in there, and some of it been lost in translation. And back then in the days, the real Bible days, or what have you, there weren't even any J's, like the letter J. So the thing is, the fact is that how could you come to a informed decision or conclusion about a lot of stuff in regards to religion when you don't have all the facts? So that's one thing is important for me. And then, I feel like sometimes everything that we've been taught is a lie. I don't know how some people might be feeling, who might be feeling a little slighted by, some of the information that has been disseminated to us down the years, and how history has been distorted. Okay, one of the questions I want, and so we really need to begin to ask the right questions. What I think, and just hit the like button if you think that it's time to stop sipping on milk like some dumb sheep and being led to the slaughter, and begin to start roaring like the lion of the tribe of Judah to try to get some answers about what is really going on, and go behind the veil. Because if there's apocalypse and there's a revelation, that means that something has been hidden, and we need to find out. So before it's too late, or maybe it's already too late, I don't know. Put a comment down and let me know what you think. Okay, do you think man is free or enslaved? Now, personally, I think there are degrees of slavery. I mean, I think because if you have wealth, maybe you can, you know, buy your freedom. Because if you caught up working all from 9 to 5 and or whatever it is, I usually work 12-hour shifts, so I don't know about you, but you don't have time to even think about what is going on. And so, since there may be degrees of slavery, in some ways we are free, but at the same time we have limitations. That's how I would go about answering that question personally. Man is free, but they have limitations. But right about now, I'm thinking about those limitations is getting to be more and more and more and more limited as we, go on. And the first thing we need to do is get free from dumb. Okay? We need to get free from dumb in order so we can move on and start figuring out what is going on. Okay, and only true freedom is when we shuffle off this mortal coil. It's the only free, in my opinion, is the only true freedom. Because even in this body, so anybody that's going around bragging about how they so free and all this and everything, even in this body, if you don't, you can suffer, pain and Pain can reach through your body. You can suffer, and be alive and have to keep suffering. That's just not really real true freedom. If you got pain physically and so forth. So we're trapped in this body. We have this humanist spirits. So we're complex beings really, and we have a mind, body, soul, and spirit. But sometimes we're not going beyond what the naked eye can see. And which is what we need to start doing is going beyond what the naked eye can see. And in some of the Christianity and some of the religious, sometimes that's all they look at is what's on the outside, what they can see physically, this body or whatever, and they judge and they put so much more limitations on people based on what they see on the outside, and they never go beyond some of these unseen things, science they don't believe in, and all kinds of stuff. So right there, you're limiting people's ability to see and know what is the truth. You keep hiding, or whatever the case is. It's just not right. Let's go on to the next slide here. So the next slide here we have futuristic biorobotic arm can be controlled by brain waves. The device could revolutionize how people with disabilities interact with the world. So like I said, with anything you have the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it all boils down to is whose hands you're in and who hand some of this powerful weapons and powerful innovations in science and technology, whose hands it in. If it gets in the wrong hands, it always could be a problem. So as always, I always try to have it ain't gonna be, might not be always, but I try to have like a clip or some visual. And this clip is from RoboCop 1987 film. And RoboCop 3, but I think it's 3. It could be 3 or 4 because I know for sure that there's RoboCop 1, 2, and 3. But I threw a clip in there, a small section of 2014. So go get the film, watch that, so you can, just get a broader perspective, rather than these narrow perspectives. Also, please like, share, and subscribe to the video. And I want to just say one more thing, with some of the innovations and a lot of things that is going on in our world, my main concern is that we have a disease that, just seems to be the superstar disease, basically. And this disease is being treated, and we don't have to pay a dime. You don't have to pay a dime. And I'm just so used to, I don't know about anyone else, I'm so used to that anything that I, get is something that's going to help me or what have you, it costs. I mean, you can go and ask somebody, how much their medication costs. I've seen people have medication that costs thousands of dollars. And why is either they have the money, or the fact is that the medication, because you could have 5 medications to treat one disease, but one of those medications might cost you $5. Why? Because it doesn't really help as much as the one that costs the $1,000. So keep that in mind, okay? Because if you want to give me something that is free and it doesn't cost much, how much is it really help? And then you turn around and say that it's still in the experimental stages. This thing is still in the experiment stages, and there's really it's not 100%. Okay, that it's going to actually cure you or help you. But then we got all this innovation. We're shooting to the moon, and we're making arms that your brain can tell a robotic arm what to actually do and move, as if that arm probably could be stronger than your own arm. but we don't have anything to really cure or treat some of these unpopular diseases, some of these diseases that will take you out like that. We don't have nothing to prevent these diseases, but yet we have been innovating. We have been doing all kinds of innovation on all kinds of sciences, and therefore, and we could do almost anything that seems like it would be impossible. So I begin to ask the question, why don't we have some cures for some of the other diseases that are really like, I'm thinking, is not as popular, but can take you out just as quick? Because if we got people that are actually having this particular superstar disease that's been spread globally and everything, and now we're being limiting ourselves to a small space just because of it. It just behooves me to the point where I don't know what to say anymore about, it seems, are we discriminating? Are we doing the right thing? Put a comment below what you think. But enjoy this clip, like, share, subscribe to the video, comment, and as always, I appreciate peace.
Give me all your money, bookworm, or I blow your brains out. Now fill it up on number 7. Don't do nothing stupid, man. I'm a good shot. I can hit you in the eye from here. Hey, man. What you reading in there? You a college boy or something? Huh? I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh? Think you can outsmart a bullet? What do you say you find out, huh? I'm talking to you. What do you say? Huh? Huh? I'm talking to you. Drop it. Dead or alive, you are coming with me. I know you. You're dead. We killed you. We killed you. What if I told you that even the worst neighborhood in America could be made completely safe? How do I know this? Because it's happening right now in every country in the world but this one. It is great to see American machines helping to promote peace abroad. So then tell me, why can't we use these machines here at home? Why is America so robophobic?
And why do I have to pay for all this technology? Or say, for example, why do I have to pay for a cell phone bill that in the end of the day that's watching me and listen to everything I'm saying, and it's really not for me? Why do I have to, when I buy surveillance or cameras or anything that I need to help me be safe, and then come to find out that may not even be there to really help me be safe, because there's really nobody right now out trying to kill me because I ain't been nowhere and did nothing to nobody. But in the end of the day, it seems like am I watching my cameras to see if somebody coming or that I'm being watched, and that every time I go in and out of my door that I have to pay for in the whole house and everything. Why do I have to pay for any of this stuff? Because in the end of the day, the security that you set up, come to find out it really not for you. It's there to keep watch over you to see, making sure you don't do nothing wrong or whatever the case is. But then I'm just trying to see where all this crime is coming from, and I'm starting to feel like being um I am being looked at as a criminal in the end of the day because I pay all these the lights for the lights and electricity I have to pay for, but sometimes there's been so much stuff coming through that's trying to get through and using these devices that I don't even, it just burning up all my energy, I feel like, and I'm the one that had to pay for it. I feel like I shouldn't have to pay for something that I shouldn't have to pay for a computer that I can't store my information, that you're taking to the clouds or what have you, and then I can't even download it to save it so I can be able to use it. So sometimes when you trying to figure out you got your information and you can't get a hold of it, it's somewhere in the cloud, and then I have to pay for all my information that I'm trying to store. I have to pay for it to go be in the clouds. I mean, I'm being charged because I don't have enough room space on my computer when I know my computer's darn near new and it has plenty of space on it. I have jump drives to save my stuff, but I'm about to be allowed to save it on there, and instead it has to be taken to cloud and be saved whatever. But I gotta pay for it to be stored in there when it's not for me. That's why probably a lot of people is robophobic. Um, and nanophobic and everything else because you feel infringed upon, and then you got your information, it has to be saved in the cloud, but you got to pay for it to be in the cloud. Because every time I look around, I'm being told your information, you don't have enough space on your computer, which is a lie. And so it has to be in the cloud for somebody else to look at other than me, because I've been sitting here having computers a good while, and that my computer never said nothing like that. Only until all this new constant innovations that's causing it to be where, okay, as soon as you take a picture or anything on your phone and stuff, you don't even get to be even able to use it before somebody else get a hold of it. So just know when your privacy and everything is being invaded. So and as a result of that, you're being set up for failure in a lot of ways. That's why probably I would think maybe people will be feeling a little bit robophobic about stuff. You let me know what you think about it, because I'm definitely feeling a little phobic. Have a nice day.